Welcome to this Pickup Cup qualifying guide. I am Marty Schmila, CEO of MC Motorsports. This is Legacy Truck, NASCAR Truck. So Chevrolet Silverado 2008 at Daytona International Speedway Oval 2008. Qualifying guide specifically for Pickup Cup. It's hard. It's a hard car to qualify with. So I just noticed there's two Brian Jenkins in this session down here. Looks like 28 cars in this one, so you don't need to change anything with your steering ratio, offset, or brake bias for qualifying. But there's some important elements right away. Now, what you might do as a rookie is you might just right away, you might just full throttle this thing, get it out of the pits right away as much as you want to do. Basically, you just want to put it in the first gear. You want to just gradually get on the throttle ever so slightly and just slowly bring it down more. Going at a constant rate with your foot down on the gas pedal. And then once the engine revs up, so you have to get into second gear, so it's second gear, and you're just going to continue with the gradual foot movement. Now, why are we doing this? Well, we're trying to keep the tires as cold as possible, as when you keep your tires as cold as possible, you're going to get some extra speed. Qualifying at super speedways is all about getting the hundredths, the thousandths of a second to move up in the lines. So you can actually let this just rev out for a little if you want. Really, it doesn't matter, as you do have a full lap to get to the speed. Remember, you do have 2 laps. So right about here at this Daytona Tex, I'm going to go to third gear, and I'm also just going to be a little quicker on the throttle, but I'm still gradually going down on it. As seen in the bottom left, I think you guys might be able to see that, unless I got the screen messed up, but I'm just gradually, I'm not full throttle yet, I'm about 75%, now I'm getting full throttle. And then right as I shift, I'm full throttle. So once I'm in 4th gear, I'm full throttle. Now it's going to be time for our first lap. For the first lap, you just want to wrap the outside. You don't need to be too high, because then you're just kind of putting yourself higher than you really need to be. You might risk hitting the wall, damaging the car. So I'm just going to have my right side tires on these white hash lines here on the outside of the racetrack. And I'm also practicing staying as smooth as possible with the wheel, because this track is bumpy. The apron also, the yellow line on the apron is not completely round on the inside. It's all, it's not really a corresponding round in 1 and 2. In turns 3 and 4 it's better, but still in 3 and 4 I'm wrapping the outside. Obviously this is not going to be a pole lap, but we're trying to build up as much speed as possible by using the outside. We get a good run off the bank into the hills, and we just keep it going. And now it's going to be time for the first lap. So we're going to enter high, but right as we get to this bank, we're going to go low, get some of this extra speed. We're going to wrap the yellow here. And now once we get to this exit, we're kind of going to just let it roll off the banking. We're not going to try to wrap the yellow completely, because that slows us down. But once we enter turn 1, we're going to enter just about a lane off. And we're just going to wrap this yellow line as best as we can without hitting it. This is insanely challenging, especially in a Pickup Cup series. On exit, we're just going to let the car roll off the banking. We're not going to try to turn left hard so we can stay on the yellow. You're going to be faster just letting the car roll off the banking, but you're obviously still full throttle. You're trying to be smooth with the wheel. We enter right about here in turns 3 and 4. Notice the apron line in this corner is a lot more just smooth. It's a lot more round. You're still going to be wrapping it pretty good. And then again on exit, you're going to want to let it leave the yellow and just kind of wrap the bank into the hill. Now with Pickup Cup Daytona, you are able to cut the apron in your qualifying lap. So go down here, full throttle it as closest to the grass you can without hitting it, and there we go. A 50.763, an easy pole. My personal best is actually a 50.760, so almost beat my personal record with that. So a very good lap there. As you can see, the session, Seth Wolf with a 50.770, so a good lap by him as well. But if you just, and it looks like we're going to have a Brian Jenkins second row in this one with 50.79s. Before these techniques, I was always getting 50.88s, 50.82 sometimes even. I actually still did the cold tire strat and everything, but I was wrapping the yellow completely. I was not letting it roll off the banking on the exit of the corner. And once I figured that out, I mean, I gained like half a tenth of a second. Look at the difference that makes. Without this, we'd be starting still 5th, which is pretty good. But we'll see what we can do this race. So hopefully this qualifying guide might give you some insight on super speedway qualifying. This works on pretty much every other super speedway car and track. The cold tire strategy with the racing line, banking statistics, everything. But it is hard. The apron line is hard to judge off of on the inside. It's a very bumpy racetrack. It's easy to lose that inside, but you cannot ever touch the yellow. You cannot ever, because that's just touching the apron then, and you're not going to get anything. It's all about not losing any RPMs and keeping them up so you can have a good qualifying run. So we'll get this one uploaded for you guys, and hopefully this helps you out. If this did help you out, like the video and subscribe if you'd like. We live stream NR Night in America IDK player in-car cameras every time NR Night in America happens that we can make it. We also upload just funny iRacing clips in general, a good portion of them being in PickUp Cup. Also upload some interviews from myself and NR Night in America drivers. And a big help would be if you went to storemcm.com and got some Marty Shmila merchandise, got some hoodies, t-shirts, all sorts of designs and cool things on there. So storemcm.com. All for pretty good prices as well. It's some good wear. I even bought some myself. So gonna do this race here, and we will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.